The Tottenham Hotspur stadium crackled with anticipation. A familiar chill hung in the air, the biting February wind swirling around the stands. But tonight, the atmosphere crackled with something more. It was the electricity of a rivalry renewed, of a North London night under the lights, Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. This was more than just a game, it was a battle for pride, for redemption, for a season hanging precariously in the balance. The roar from the home crowd was deafening, a wave of sound that crashed against the visiting Manchester United supporters, huddled in the far corner. Every tackle, every pass, every crunching challenge was met with a cacophony of noise. This was Tottenham's fortress, and tonight they were determined to defend it with everything they had. But even amidst the electric atmosphere, a shadow loomed large. It was a shadow cast by the ENIC ownership, a symbol of discontent that had been brewing amongst the Tottenham faithful. Before the match, over 1,000 fans had gathered outside the stadium, their voices a chorus of dissent against Chairman Daniel Levy. Banners unfurled, slogans chanted, their message clear: they demanded change. The protests were a stark reminder of the turmoil that had gripped the club in recent months. Tottenham, once on the cusp of greatness, had stumbled. Their league form had been inconsistent, their performances lacking the swagger and ruthlessness of old. The fans, as always, were hurting. This match, they hoped, would be a turning point, a chance to silence the critics, to reignite the fire, to remind everyone what it meant to be a lily-white. Both teams entered this clash desperate for a victory. Tottenham languishing in 15th place, their season threatening to unravel. Manchester United not faring much better in 12th, their own campaign a mixed bag of frustration and fleeting brilliance. Recent form offered little solace. Tottenham had lost a dismal 8 of their last 11 matches, their attacking flair seemingly extinguished. Manchester United, under their new manager Ruben Amorim, had shown glimpses of promise but lacked consistency. They too had succumbed to defeat in 7 of their last 11 outings. Tonight both teams knew that nothing less than a win would suffice. The pressure was on, the margins razor thin. From the first whistle, the game pulsed with an intensity that mirrored the anxiety of the season. Tottenham, roared on by their fervent supporters, started brightly. Their passing was crisp, their movement fluid, a sense of urgency in their play. Then, in the 13th minute, it happened. A moment of individual brilliance that ignited the Tottenham Hotspur stadium. Dejan Kulusevski, a whirlwind of energy down the right flank, delivered a teasing cross into the box. It was met by the on-rushing James Maddison, his left foot connecting sweetly with the ball, sending it curling past the outstretched hand of Andre Onana in the Manchester United goal. The stadium erupted, a collective roar of relief and ecstasy. Maddison wheeled away in celebration, his goal a beacon of hope in a season that had threatened to fade into darkness. Section 5. Missed opportunities and rising tension. Manchester United, stung by the early goal, responded with a renewed sense of purpose. They pressed higher up the pitch, their attacks carrying a greater sense of urgency. Amad Diallo, their talisman and top scorer, began to exert his influence on the game, his pace and trickery causing problems for the Tottenham defence. In the 23rd minute, United came agonisingly close to equalising. Alejandro Garnacho, played through on goal, found himself one-on-one with the Tottenham goalkeeper. The chance was golden, the tension palpable, but his shot blazed over the bar. It was a let-off for Tottenham, a reminder of the fine margins that separated victory from defeat. Section 6. Master tacticians at the helm. On the touchline, the two managers stalked their technical areas, their contrasting styles reflecting the contrasting fortunes of their teams. Ange Postecoglou, the Tottenham manager, cut a calm and composed figure. His team's early lead had settled any nerves, and he continued to encourage his players to press high, to play with the swagger and attacking intent that had become his trademark. Ruben Amorim, his Manchester United counterpart, was a picture of frustration. His animated gestures and exasperated shouts betrayed the pressure he was under. His team, despite their improved performance, had yet to find the back of the net. He knew that another defeat would only increase the scrutiny on his position. Section 7. Records and rivalries. The match was not just a battle for league points, but also a chapter in a rivalry that stretched back over a century. Tottenham, buoyed by their early lead, were chasing a historic double over their fierce rivals. Not since the 1989-90 season had they achieved this feat, a testament to the enduring competitiveness of this fixture. For Manchester United, there were individual milestones at stake. Amad Diallo, already their leading scorer, was looking to add to his tally. His pace and direct running had caused problems for Tottenham all evening, and he remained their biggest threat. Section 8. A legacy defined. As the clock ticked down, the tension inside the stadium continued to rise. Every misplaced pass, every tackle, every decision by the referee was met with a chorus of boos and cheers. This was more than just a game. It was a battle for supremacy, a chance to write another chapter in the storied history of this fixture. Tottenham, despite their struggles this season, had shown glimpses of their former selves. Their performance, full of energy and attacking intent, had given their long-suffering fans something to cheer about. But would it be enough? Section 9. Echoes of glory. The final whistle blew, the scoreline remaining unchanged. Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. The roar that erupted from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was deafening, a mixture of relief, elation, and perhaps a touch of disbelief. They had done it. The victory, their first over Manchester United in the Premier League this season, was a much-needed boost. It was a reminder of what this team was capable of, a sign that perhaps, just perhaps, the tide was beginning to turn. For Manchester United, the defeat was a bitter pill to swallow. They had shown spirit, but it was not enough. They left North London with nothing to show for their efforts, their season threatening to unravel further. As the players left the pitch, the echoes of the Tottenham faithful rang around the stadium, a sound that would linger long into the night. It was the sound of a rivalry renewed, of a team reborn, of a night that would live long in the memory of all who witnessed it.